it's Nicole here for Simon Says Stamp with a one-layer floral card featuring components from the February 2019 card kit. This beautiful card kit comes with an awesome 6x8 stamp set called Love Always that I am going to feature today on both the front and inside of my card, as well as an envelope. So in the kit, there is a pack of 3 pre-scored black note cards. I'm going to use one of them as my card base today. I'm also going to use some of the ivory cardstock from the kit that I'm going to trim to 4 by 5¼ inches. That's going to leave a nice little border all the way around so you can see that black note card on the front and on the inside of the kit as it is. And I'm going to stamp my ivory cardstock with some Simon Says Stamp dye inks. And I'm using my ink swatches, and I'm also using the pattern paper from the kit to pick some ink colors that I think will complement and coordinate nicely. I'm going with Twirling Tutu and Merlot, and I'm going to start with my sentiments in the center of my panel, stamping the larger of the 2 greetings with the Twirling Tutu ink. I am using a Misty. The stamp positioner really helps stamp everything exactly where you want it to go. I stamped the smaller phrase with the Merlot ink, and then I cleaned those stamps and moved them, and I'm going to position my floral stamp from the Love Always stamp set. All the stamps are from the Love Always stamp set. I'm going to position my florals, and I'm going to ink those up with a light ink. And I started with Barely Beige, and it is barely visible. So I ended up changing that to Fossil ink because I still need to see. This is a no-line coloring technique, and you might think, wow, that outline is really dark. As the ink dries, it really starts to disappear. So I would say you want to color this right away. I mean, you don't have to speed through it, and you definitely can't. I think this technique does take a little bit of time. However, if you color it right away, you're going to maintain the outline, the stamped outline, a little bit longer than you would if you walk away and come back. What happened was with my first stamped floral grouping here, the one I did first, I stamped it, I started coloring it, I went to lunch, I came back, and it's quite a bit lighter, and you're going to see that in a little bit. I got quite a bit colored. I got this big rose bloom colored and the leaves colored before I went to lunch and came back, and so you'll see that it does definitely lighten. When I stamp the reverse, the floral grouping on the second underneath, so the bottom half, I guess I want to say, of this panel, I stamped it and colored it all in one go, and it went much faster. Another thing is when you're starting out coloring, maybe you don't know exactly what all colors you want to use. That was the case here. I knew I wanted to use a couple of color combinations for my roses, and so I grabbed some colored pencils and I started coloring. I am using polychromos, which blend beautifully on the cardstock. You could use these on the darker cardstocks in the kit and still get fantastic results. So just a great little idea for creating a no-line coloring look. I ended up outlining the petals and things. I found that was the easiest, and naturally where